at the sunrise makes the sunlight bearable.
Eh. Alright, hello to everyone in the chat.
The heartless are the most faithful.
The what? No, what? No. Silas trying to sound like he's dropping wisdom. No, absolutely not. I think I'm gonna, how do I do this? How do I do this again? It's been a while. Nope, that's poking him. That's not it either. What? Feel free to tell him about anything you'd like him to record and remind you about. Oh, there's a thing about a period tracker. Which I don't need you to remind me.
You want
What is
me to
this,
keep
huh?
track of things for you?
No.
Are you sure? If you trust me with
Yo,
it,
period
then it's
tracker.
fine by me. Go ahead.
He remind you of your upcoming tasks right on schedule, track your periods, and remind you to prepare before your next cycle begins. And got something special you don't want to miss, tell him in advance and he'll keep it firmly in mind and remind you earlier on the day. What about the day before? But yeah, this this got people up in arms. It's all good. I don't need you to keep track. Caleb is still locked. I'm gonna look at with Xavier. Yeah, Xavier, my fave. Oh, look at him. He's so adorable. Also, apparently a freak, but adorable.
Time to let the books at home see the light of day.
Yeah, you do that. Let's see. Let's get right to Caleb. Was it this one? No, wait. Is it this one? No, that's not it either. No, it is Homecoming Wings. It is this. And then I got a warning saying, you didn't get to this part in the story. You're gonna be confused. Like, yeah, I am. I did the same thing with Silas. It's fine. I'll just be confused. It's a-okay by me. Vanishing skyward. He does do that. Is this floating? No. Yes? I don't know. It's floating. It's not connected. Is this not freaking out anybody? Because that would freak me out. What if it falls? Everyone's dead. Shouldn't it? That's a concern. That is a concern. Is this a drone? Infiltration. Sure. My vision goes dark, everything blurs as the universe finds a strange stillness in its chaos, and then it fades to nothing. A strong resonance pulses through my body. It stirs fragmented memories that drift like fading apparitions. A pale planet appears. It's strange, yet familiar. That's not a planet. That's like a... Are we talking about this? Is that not a black hole? And then there's an overwhelming force as silent as a black hole. It's a massive artificial eye. No, that was a bomb. It's been a while since I dreamt about the explosion. I think it's supposed to be dreamed. I don't think it's dreamed. Looking back, those roaring flames feel like a surreal, distant nightmare. The searing heat in my dreams is still vivid, but the pain in my heart is gone. Maybe it's because of something in the story that I definitely didn't get to, because I didn't do that. The Aether Core within me has achieved full power. Oh. So your heart's not weak anymore? I do like this setup. I would love to have something like this. This is really cool. I think I'll just turn that off. That's not working. To investigate and deal with anomalous incidents related to the Aether Cores, the association secretly began Operation Aether Ordeal. Over the past few months, we swiftly and discreetly handled numerous anomalies. The documented information about a new Aether Core. We termed it Spatium? Spatium. There's gotta be a better way to say that. Spatium. Spatium. No, I can only get Spatium. That does not sound good. Spatium? Maybe Spatium. Spatium's a little bit better. After completing several investigations, I learned how seemingly unrelated issues were connected in surprising ways. Silas's brief absence gave the forces who coveted the Aether Core in the N109 zone an opening. His absence. Quote unquote. Xavier's former teammates who have gone separate ways possess cutting-edge protocore technology, and their goals extend beyond just targeting Xavier. Oh, this is more story stuff I don't know about, huh? What about Raphael? Oh, nope, Zane. The strange black crystals are deeply connected to the old battle, causing Zane's nightmares to worsen. And the watchful eyes of some secret observers, Raphael is forced to quietly search for the power sealed within the Tome of the Sea God. Which is who he is, but whatever. When traced back to their sources, these unrelated threads are connected to one massive entity. Ever. The limited amount of evidence we have also suggests that Ever was the true mastermind behind the Bloom Shore District explosion. This the explosion? Because I did see that.
It's been a week since the explosion in the Cascade District. The Farscape fleet still has that region under lockdown.
There's a lot of flashes, good God.
No updates, no details revealed about the investigation. The public is demanding answers.
Yeah.
Is the new fleet colonel defying the Hunters Association by prohibiting hunters from investigating? Would you say tensions are rising?
Are you interviewing?
Deal with those reporters.
Oh, nope, someone else.
Understood.
What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
The entire garden has been blown to bits. Hey, rookie, go investigate.
Who's the rookie? Yes, Captain. I'm rookie. God, flashy. Oof. Goodness. The fleet uniform doesn't quite fit me. I subtly roll up my sleeves and push aside the rubble as I make my way into the garden. Subtly. Is it the flashes? Are the flashes getting to you? Because that's getting to me. The energy trail I can resonate with is faint, but it's similar to the one belonging to an Aether Core. The source must be over here.
It's gonna rain tomorrow evening, and all traces will be washed away. Make sure to be done before...
Can we please stop with the flashing? The garden is in ruins. I bend down to dodge the fleet soldiers and crime scene investigators wearing white gloves on the other side of a hedge. It's right behind these bushes. The burnt vines twist through the vegetation. The silent oppression swallows even the faintest sounds. Part the vines. Behind the layer of leaves and petals, it's as if a small hand darts among the tangled branches. I quickly reach out, but my fingers touch another scorched wall. That brief, vaguely familiar energy fluctuation ripples through the air before vanishing. I knew it. Can you let me in on it? 1 week ago. Status denied. Handling party, Hunters Association, Skyhaven branch. A Metaflex explosion occurred at Villa Area District. 2 young siblings were home. 1 was injured and hospitalized, while the other is missing. The parents are unreachable. Skyhaven branch suspects an Aether Core at the site, requesting assistance from headquarters for the investigation. And why were you denied? My level is questionable.
The dispatch request for the explosion incident has already been denied. And I know
Do
the
you?
details of this case are almost identical to what happened to you.
Leaning against the control desk, Jenna slides a holographic screen in front of my eyes.
But rushing to Skyhaven at this critical juncture isn't a wise decision. If I suggested you don't get involved for now, would you consider it?
Is this a different voice actor? I'm sorry, Captain. I'm getting involved. Seeing the glaring denied on screen, I try to calm myself. But even if it's unrelated to that incident, it might involve an Aether Core. There's no reason for the association to object.
It's not them who are interfering. It's the Far Space Fleet's doing.
The Far Space Fleet? 5 times fast.
Skyhaven is a floating artificial island that consumes a large amount of energy. The fleet controls its power supply, which grants them a substantial amount of authority. Their new colonel, who's still in the deep space tunnel, is concerned about the confidential information related to the fleet, and so he prevents hunters from investigating.
Understood. I won't go as a hunter. I'll also avoid any conflict involving the fleet. I'm gonna sneak in. I'm going to directly disobey. Seeing my unwavering determination, Jenna shows a rare instance of exasperation. She sighs.
In other words, you'll encounter more than just wanderers should you choose to enter Skyhaven.
Okay.
If you're sure about this, then I can approve your request for a long vacation.
No. Nice. Is that paid? That sounds paid. Damn. Thanks, Captain. The day I arrived at Skyhaven coincided with new fleet cadets reporting for duty. They formed a neat line along the transfer platform. While hidden in the shadows and thinking about how to blend in, I received unexpected help from a recruit who decided to desert. In exchange for my silence, I took her place and successfully moved into the temporary living quarters for new cadets. I feel like this will get you in trouble down the line, but okay. When tasks were assigned, I relied on the cadets' burning ambition for flight duties. So that I was left with the unwanted ground support role. And it happened. As a result, I was brought to the explosion site in the Cascade District. I never imagined I'd find myself in Skyhaven for a reason like this. Is Skyhaven for rich people? Oh, Caleb. We're thinking about him. And we're gonna see him. A cold metal chain touches my neck. It's the necklace I once gave to Caleb. I miss you. Well, let's not too carried away with that.
Find anything, rookie?
What? No. With a stern expression, the captain walks over. I come to my senses and shake my head. Captain, I haven't seen anything suspicious other than evidence that things were on fire, but that's kind of what you expect in an explosion.
Keep your eyes peeled and give it another once-over.
Well, do you see something?
If you miss anything, it won't be just you facing the consequences when the Colonel's starship returns.
Oh, please. Yes, Captain. I don't know what's with this new Colonel since he's butting heads with the Association. It's probably better to avoid him. I definitely sent an Aether Core earlier. If they blocked off the area because of it, I need to move fast. I have a question, Captain. Usually explosions like this involve casualties or people who are severely injured. How can there be individuals who have gone missing and they're not considered dead? How did the fleet confirm this? I also heard we weren't sent here to I also heard we weren't sent here to test for traces of saying too much.
Don't poke your nose in places where it doesn't belong. Mind your own business.
As expected, everyone in the fleet is keeping quiet about the circumstances surrounding the explosion.
Captain, a suspect just appeared. He showed up in HQ.
He just walked in.
What did you just say?
The suspect just walked into HQ, apparently.
The Colonel's starship will be on the HQ's runway in 10 minutes. Command issued an emergency order.
Okay.
We need to head back and deal with the intruder before the Colonel returns.
Oh, yeah, he just showed up. They're already here. If things get too chaotic, I might be able to use it to my advantage. Just act like you were left behind or something. What a chair.
Colonel, everything is ready.
Oh,
we'll be
goodness.
landing in Skyhaven without a problem.
Do we have any leads yet on the traitor who almost sank us in deep space 3 days ago?
I'm afraid not. Maybe our navigation was off. It could have also been unexpected turbulence.
It's okay. Calm down. Breathe. Don't talk so fast.
This trip was a test for the new fleet, Colonel. The old guard are looking forward to me not coming back.
Look at that knife.
Unfortunately for them, I already danced with death once.
God, what was it again?
I won't die again. It doesn't matter if you succeed or fail.
You're breathing a
chosen
lot.
treason, so the consequences are still the same.
He has telekinetic
You don't need
abilities,
to
right?
return, Scott.
He sounds like the boy next door, but he's acting like Silas. He's Silas, but boy next door version. Xavier, I don't have time. Xavier, I am busy. No poking. Above the clouds. Let's go. Fleet Base Command Center. The fleet's command center is located in the highest guard station in Skyhaven. The island itself is surrounded by bright sunlight and cold air. Sounds lovely. A tall, thin man stands at the edge of the runway, his right hand raised high like a tree touching the sky. It trembles in the wind. The sniper had already taken position before we arrived. The suspect is clutching a detonator in his right hand. So they haven't taken the shot. Captain, he's wearing a fleet uniform. Is he one of us? You're not one of them.
Storing weapons in his private arsenal and placing explosives in residential areas. Those are poised to provoke outsiders so they'll be dissatisfied with the fleet and the new colonel.
Okay.
All units, the chance to prove yourselves is here. Pull yourself together, maggots!
Okay. Right, that's my response. I wonder who this suspect really is, and if he holds important info about the mysterious group.
They made me. The fleet forced me.
Can you speak up? The fleet made him?
Look at the poor bastard. Driven mad by spending too much time in the deep space tunnel.
Is that what happened to Caleb? Or is Caleb just a dark boy next door?
Block all entrances and exits. Make sure no one sets foot on the runway.
I don't know, I might like Caleb. Following the captain's orders, the entire runway is quickly surrounded in an impenetrable net. My god. Suddenly, a loud buzzing fills the air. It's the ship. Is that a cargo ship? That was a rough landing. Glasses. We're not gonna recognize him because of the glasses. Nope, never mind. Nope, wait. Under the spectacle of lights, the new fleet colonel, who's been widely discussed, steps out of the sleek. That wasn't sleek. That was bulky. That was a cargo ship. But whatever. The sleek black starship. Not sleek at all. My god. In an orderly fashion, he approaches the man at the edge of the runway. His words are muffled by the wind.
Joseph, you were chosen to be the pilot of a year-long deep space tunnel observation mission. Your outstanding performance 3 years ago was proof of your capabilities.
His voice sounds familiar. The crowd blocks my view, and I can only catch a glimpse of the figure through the gaps. His silver armband reflects a dazzling light. Where's that? Oh, that part?
You would have enjoyed the privileges befitting a skilled officer after your return. But 2 months ago, your wife and child died in the fleet's brig.
Jojo Potato, long time no chat. How's school going? Done. It is done, and I am waiting on my certificate. Also, your message should have been put on my overlay, and it wasn't. What the hell? Test. No, but if I do it here, test. It's not, it didn't even do that one. What the heck? Congrats, thank you. Let me see. I miss the old full motion video days. I'm still looking for those games. What am I trying to do? Let me see. Oh, overlay. This should be... Copy and paste this one. Let's see if I just redo it. I got it working earlier today, and now it's not working. Okay, you can keep talking, Caleb.
Believing you revealed the fleet's secrets during your mission, you put your family under house arrest. They had died as a result.
Oh, his family. That was his family? The ones that blew up? Platforms. Wait, what? It is not connected. Let me see. Saren, what's up? Oh my goodness, it's not even working. I got it working earlier, and now I don't know what's wrong. What the hell? Yes, finally. Oh, Caleb? Yeah. Oh, wait. There we go. There it is. Chat overlay! Yay! Yes, Caleb. The, boy next door bad boy.
You're the person behind the Cascade District's explosion, yes? And you were trying to make a statement to the fleet by attacking its members.
Got a lot of lines going on in his uniform.
You know why.
Okay. Joseph sounds as if his vocal cords have been torn. Oh, that makes sense. His voice unpleasant to the ear.
And yet the information I collected tells a different story.
Just in time, too. I just put my baby to sleep. Does your baby stay asleep the whole night now, or... I don't know how that usually goes with babies. I only babysat. And then handed the baby to the mother when it was too much.
After your mission ended 2 years ago, you were suffering from the effects of long-term exposure to cosmic radiation.
Oh, that's not good.
Your memories were severely affected.
That is
Hence,
cancer?
You received a prescription for the psychotropic drug Cybazin at the medical center. But you went ahead and increased the dosage on your own.
How?
You probably weren't aware that a Cybazin addiction can lead to cognitive dissonance and confusion. That's why, after your overdose, you accidentally killed your wife and child.
I don't know the lads, but I look forward to getting to know them. Well, Xavier's my favorite. Followed by Silas. He's the bad boy. And then, shockingly, Raphael. Don't tell 9 Point. Raphael is third. And I guess Caleb will be fourth, and Zane will be fifth. Zane is so boring. I am tired of him. He was my second, and then I got bored. Because he's boring. No thank you. Stop talking about what I eat all the time.
When you recovered, you created a lie to escape from the pain of what you've done.
Huh?
No,
Oh, missed it. Damn.
that's not possible. You made me do it.
My precious.
You planted a mind control device in me. It's that chip.
When they're only a few months old, you need to wake them up every 2 hours to feed them. Even in the wee hours. Once they're 6 months and older, they tend to sleep through the night. Ah. Are you at the 6-month stage? Joseph's hoarse voice is interrupted. Reality instantly distorts behind him as a black hole appears. Its edges blurred. He's just out here making black holes.
Enough. You don't need to defend yourself anymore.
As soon as the colonel finishes speaking, the man and the detonator are consumed by the black hole in the blink of an eye. You can't be the judge, jury, and executioner, Caleb. You can't do that, buddy. 12 months old next week. Oh, yay! A year. So sleeping through the night. Nice. It quickly closes and the clear sky reappears once more. But now the edge of the runway is empty.
Lock down the command center.
Nah. Run?
We still have an unidentified traitor with us.
It's not me. The order is cold and everyone snaps out of their daze. My palms start to sweat. You put yourself in this situation. You can't handle being undercover. Heart races. There's only one thought in my mind. How did he know? He just got back from the deep space tunnel. Could he really know what's happening on the ground too? Since no one's paying attention, we're screwed. I quietly turn around, but before I can move, I feel as though 1,000 grams have been... Just 1,000? It's a gram. It's not a lot of grams. Pounds? Have been dropped onto my shoulders. My soldiers. Caleb is my #1 because I love men in uniform. I can't move. This evil is. Caleb, please. I'm really just going to buy some snacks. I'll be fine.
It's raining. And did you forget how you came back home injured? That was when you went out to buy snacks too. You should stay here.
It's also the gravity evil? I thought he had like a telekinetic evil. Now you're telling me it's gravity and like space shit? The sound of footsteps stops behind me. A long shadow is cast. Of course.
Don't move.
I can't, but yeah, sure. The moment the voice speaks, my blood freezes. It's not because I'm scared. I heard this voice before. I know this voice. We all know who it is. Come on. Get it together.
Colonel, I'll immediately start an investigation into her identity.
Captain, you sound like you're really far away.
No need. I'll do it myself.
My mind goes blank. It's as if the noise around me has been filtered out. Caleb. So I vote that she punches him because he pretended to be dead. I don't have time, Zane. Silas, I don't have time. Cool. An interrogation. Ah! Hit me. Well, not literally, but I mean, depends. I'm forced to sit in a chair used for questioning. Restraints emerge from it to secure my hands and feet. Jojo, you want the boring one? We don't need to talk. That is true. You probably won't be talking. So freaking boring. But he is freaky, so enjoy that. Just a very boring freak. Samantha, what's up? This is the interrogation room on the fleet starship.
The Colonel will question you himself. Good luck.
I don't need luck. What I need is a goddamn explanation. After the door closes, a harsh, incandescent light shines down from above. Who's boring? Zane. Zane is very boring. Is he over there? Is he doing the pose where he's like holding his wrist or something? And another light behind the one-way glass window opposite of me turns on. I can only see a blurry figure. No, show me your damn face.
Please cooperate.
No, sir. You come on this side of the glass. The icy air in the interrogation room gnaws at my chest. I take a deep breath and try to calm down. Colonel, I'm a small fish. Why are you personally interrogating me?
You deceived the entire fleet with a fake identity. Can you really be called a small fish?
Why are we acting like we don't know each other?
Do you know what happens to people who pretend to be a fleet officer?
I don't care. Despite figuring out who I am, you didn't attack me. Instead, you brought me to an interrogation room. Say his name, girl. Either I committed a more serious mistake than pretending to be an officer, or I have a secret that piques your interest. Zane isn't boring. He's just stoic. That's boring. Get him some alcohol. And he lays down a wet pipe? Oh, is it coming on this side? Good. Good. The light behind the glass flickers twice. You're taking a lot of steps to get here. And the silhouette vanishes. Oh, good. Got it. He enters the room without missing a beat, his military boots touching the alloyed floor. Yeah, in front of me.
If you understand the situation, then let's go ahead and have a nice chat.
Okay.
Is it really you?
Show some respect to the Far Space Fleet's colonel.
Meh.
That means he's definitely part of that group. How can a stranger look so similar to Caleb? I can't believe it.
Sir, have we met before? You seem familiar.
You're wrong.
Uh-huh.
But you look exactly
He's doing that
like someone
pose
I know.
again.
Watch your mouth. There's more than one pair of eyes observing you in this room.
Exactly.
The camera. If he really is Caleb, could there be a secret behind all this?
No, not at all.
All right.
Smart move. Good. Let's get started then.
Purple eyes.
What is this?
An interrogation, of course, and a thorough inspection.
What kind of inspection?
Once we're done here, I'll return it to you.
My gun? Thank you? That seems not like you shouldn't do that.
It belonged to someone from my childhood. He died in an explosion, like the one in the Cascade District. I miss him.
Yeah, Caleb. What's going on with that?
Sir, can you tell me something? If that person hadn't died, would he support me even now?
Seriously?
In
Cameras?
the Far Space Fleet, there are only soldiers and officers.
Okay.
Then, what about you? Will you support me?
Cameras.
Do what you're told and don't cause any trouble. You won't get hurt then.
Is that a collar? Oh.
What's this?
It's a mood tracker. The cameras in this room will scan your iris and facial movements before sending the data straight through a terminal. That, along with the monitor's information, will be analyzed to gauge your emotional stability.
Very unstable.
In other words, there's a catch. You can't lie, no matter what. It's necessary.
Very unstable. Emotionally.
Be obedient and it'll be over before you know it.
In other words, be a good girl.
Did you pretend to be an officer just so you could investigate the ether core? Be honest.
What? He knows about the ether core, but...
I don't know.
What?
I told you before, you're not allowed to lie.
I didn't.
So what kink is
Recently,
this?
there was a large energy explosion in the N109 zone, related to an ether core. At that time, you disappeared without a trace and didn't check in with any organization, but you weren't punished upon your return. Our intel suggests you were in the N109 zone.
Nah. Never.
I don't understand.
Allow me to remind you that we are in Skyhaven. We're above the clouds, and even the World Evil government has to abide by the fleet. Your survival here, and your chance at being able to leave this place alive, depend on your honesty and willingness to follow my orders.
Oh, what a shot.
I will ask again. Did you come to Skyhaven for the ether core?
They're selling these videos in the black market.
Is he really Caleb?
Answer me. Remember, the camera is watching.
I know.
You must tell the truth.
The camera. He's reminding me that there's surveillance, so I can't say anything.
He said it several times.
I'm telling the truth. I'm not related to anything involving an ether core.
This is your last chance.
I don't know anything.
It's true, I don't know anything, because I didn't go through that part of the story.
You passed.
Okay. This seems borderline illegal.
You...
Surprised? Sure, it's been a while, but you already forgot about me?
You... It's you, right? Caleb.
Cameras?
Is there another me in the world? Did I scare you?
Did you turn off the cameras? What is happening? Make a whole show like there's cameras watching you. Don't lie, don't mess up. Okay, you pass. What's up, cuz? Hug. Wait until Caleb finds out about the shenanigans I pull with Silas. What shenanigans? Caleb, do you want to dominate us? Of course he does.
It is you. Caleb. I must be dreaming.
It's me. It's okay. I'm back.
It doesn't seem okay. Oh, I guess he's in my thing now. Is he in my thing now? Nah, whatever. Gentle gaze. Yeah, okay, whatever. Gentle is not exactly what happened there. With the riding crop.
Don't be afraid.
Well, that wasn't a riding crop.
Right. From now on, we'll be living together.
Does this mean we'll never be alone again?
Nah, maybe.
Yes. Starting today, I'll be your grandma.
And then she was killed. Also, how did you survive that, Caleb? Were you... No, you were in there. He was in there. He walked in, and then it exploded. And when she woke up, the main character, only his dog tag was there. So I would like an explanation. What, did you use gravity to reverse the explosion or something? Create a force field? In the empty void, I see everything is like a painting's white background that is seconds away from being drowned in a sea of color. There's one exception, the figure standing before me who's strikingly clear. Who are you again?
It's okay if you've forgotten. I'll remind you.
He holds my hand with a radiant smile, his eyes gleam like sunlight.
I'm Caleb. I'll always be by your side.
Uh-huh. You and like 5 other people at this point. Good lord. No one's ever gonna leave my side. Ugh. I don't trust it. I don't like this. What is this? This looks like something from Fallout. My mind returns to the present. All I can see is a grayish white glow with a metallic chill. Caleb sits opposite of me. He reaches for the first aid kit and holds my wrist, which has marks from the restraints earlier. Really? That left marks on you? Do you bruise easily?
Most of the fleet's meds work immediately. It might sting. You need to tough it out.
Stim pack. Psh. His tender care is completely different from the cold, intimidating facade he wore in the interrogation room. Right? Can we get that back? I like that. That was good. Do that again.
What's up?
Hit me? I need to be sure that it's really you.
You still can't believe I'm back?
Well, you blew up. Is this a part of the story that I'm missing where we learned that you're actually not dead? Because I still think there still needs to be an explanation for that. He gently holds my hand.
Do I need to do a formal introduction?
Yeah. He meets my gaze and his voice softens as mirth appears in his eyes.
I'm Caleb. I'll always be by your side.
Everybody does the head pats. These familiar words and kind voice are truly unique. I exhale, my racing heart finally calming down. You were scary in the interrogation room, but now, I kind of want you to do that again. I shake my bandaged wrist, then slam my hand down on the bed next to Caleb. When he's about to stand up, I get in his way again. It's my turn to interrogate you. Damn straight. What happened after the explosion? Exactly, how's Grandma? The Police and Hunters Association had said there were no survivors.
I don't really remember. It was like a dream, to be honest.
Bullshit.
When I woke up, I assumed it was connected to the ether core.
So you already knew it?
I just knew. That's all.
Bullshit. How's Grandma? If you're here, she must be okay too. 100% Caleb, you need to scare us so good.
I'm sorry. I couldn't protect both of you.
You said you didn't remember. But you remember choosing to protect either main character and Grandma? As Caleb's gaze loses some of the light, the faint hope in my heart breaks.
Alright, let's move on. You might start crying again if we don't. We finally reunited. If Gran knew, she'd want you to cheer up.
Why didn't you contact me? And you're a colonel now? You survived. Why didn't you contact me? You're a colonel.
Well,
what the hell? What happened? He turns to look out the window. The night sky resembles a dark, flowing river.
If I didn't join the fleet, I would have been abandoned.
What?
That's just how things work, Pipsqueak.
Huh?
So, I couldn't contact you. I can't bear to imagine you being put through that pain again.
Of what pain? You being alive? Or you leaving? Caleb isn't exactly interested in explaining exactly. So I don't press him. We should press him like he presses that suit. What matters is that he's alive. Caleb closes the first aid kit and stands up. He returns it to the cupboard.
After all that interrogating,
Cupboard.
shouldn't we relax?
Are you allowed?
You've been running around all day and must be exhausted. Let's get something to eat.
Shouldn't you be the scary colonel? Isn't there a facade that has to be maintained?
Colonel, the captain of the 3rd Squadron would like to speak with you. He has suggested solitary confinement for the traitor you captured.
Come back to me when the bauble around his neck grows a brain.
Okay. Caleb, you're being really strict.
Strict? Me?
Yeah. His armband shines, maintaining his stern expression. Caleb returns to my side.
I haven't even disciplined you. And your cover's so good that you're living in the officer barracks?
There we go. Yeah, let's get to that discipline. He helps me off the bed, cradling my injured wrist. He inspects my body from my shoulders down to my waist. Okay.
Pack up your stuff. You can stay at my place, you know. I don't live at HQ, so you'll have more freedom to move around.
No, that's my solitary confinement at his place. Soldiers aren't gonna talk about that. Awesome, but I'm still a traitor to the fleet and might be weird if I'm suddenly accompanying a colonel everywhere. He lowers my wrist and taps on the other one. Understanding his intentions, I turn around to let him check my back. It draws even more attention. Some people might even question your authority. You should punish us so good. I've been a real bad baby boy.
Hold on. Are you being considerate on behalf of your fellow fleet mates? Or do you actually want me to prove your guilt so you'll be locked up?
Yeah, locked up. Lock us up. We've been bad. Once the inspection is done, Caleb moves over to face me.
Don't worry. If anyone dares to question your identity, tell them you're my new adjutant.
Adjutant? The dude that almost tried to kill you? Adjutant? Adjutant. I'm gonna forget how to say that. Oh, so you wanted me to use your influence anyway?
It's an order.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with some orders. Did you just put your freaking hat on me? Do you have lice? He chuckles, taking off his hat. He places it on my head. No.
The colonel's whereabouts are classified. The same goes for the people around him.
Oh god, not the hat.
If rumors could threaten me, I wouldn't be wearing this armband.
Caleb's personal aircraft carries us away from Skyhaven's main island, and we go to the surrounding guard stations. Golden sunlight traces the crystalline lights across the viewports. In the cramped cockpits, built for two, I tell him everything that's happened when we were separated for several months. It hasn't even been a year. Not even a year, only several months. What I got with Xavier, I got with Silas. Remember Zane? The doctor? Got with him. Got with Raphael. He's a god, by the way. Oh, the leader of the N109 yeah. Yeah. Got a thing going on with him. See, now I've been very, very busy. The researchers being killed, one after another, documents Grandma left behind in the Aether core within me since Operation Aether Ordeal. So weird. And, no. Spatium? No. Spatium. Spatium. I'm gonna say spatium. It's just such an ugly. This word is ugly. I omit the details related to the association's investigation. Oh, that's such bullshit. He knows already, by the way. Caleb, the one who's pulling the string, is ever. Behind his goggles, Caleb's gaze is unreadable. He grips the control stick and expertly guides the plane through the clouds. I understand. Let me deal with it for now. Stop touching my hair. Oh yes, it just got into this game. Alright, stop touching my hair. What's your list? Who's your favorite? Who's your least favorite? 10 minutes later, the scenery projected from the starship's camera shifts to a floating fragmented island. Projecting. My favorite line is that she couldn't move because there's 1,000 grams of weight on her. Which is like nothing. If she can't move 1,000 grams, how is she walking around in clothes? The starship slowly descends and passes through an invisible barrier surrounding the landmass. In front of us is a spacecraft-shaped building. I don't know if I want to see that.
Here we are.
Spacecraft-shaped building. Honestly, it's better than Silas's place. Except for that. Why is this like that? Are you supposed to put things on it? But you got, it's just get all these holes here. The white glow from the entrance's lamps disperses the darkness. The entire room is flooded with light. Why is this hanging so low? These lights are hanging so low. Everything else is fine except for this table and these lights. And this rug is boring. I hang my bag in the closet by the entrance before running my hand along the cabinet. Look at all this dust. Caleb, did you invite me over just so I could clean your house?
This place is usually empty, and I rarely stay here. Of course, it's not exactly pretty.
Raphael's your main squeeze? So this is A++. Xavier and Zane are tied. How is Xavier tied with Zane? I disagree. Tying Xavier with Zane. Pfft.
Move.
Move. Out of my way. Shove off. Holding a few jackets he took from my luggage, he lightly nudges my foot.
Only the toiletries are left. Go ahead and sort out your stuff.
I got a question about the zipper.
Actually, hold on a sec.
It's just like, what is the point of the zipper? It doesn't even reach the collar. What is this? What is this zipper? What AI created this shirt? And what are the straps for? Xavier and Zane are your mains. Are they also tied? God. Xavier definitely deserves to be at the top. But why the zipper? After tossing my jackets aside, he takes my finger and presses it to the door's lock.
How long are you staying in Skyhaven? If you're not in a rush, why not extend your leave for a few more weeks?
You already know that she took an extended vacation, not a leave. Hunters don't get summer or winter vacations. Captain Jenna let me take some time off, but it's not because I don't have anything better to do.
I almost forgot. You already graduated from Hunter School.
Yeah.
New fingerprint entry completed.
They're so sweet. How many does this place have if you're asking me to pick one? Xavier slightly edges out Zane. Good. But a switch between them both. God damn. I just saw that booty. Got a little something. I follow Caleb into the living room. The house is spacious. Nearly empty, in fact. The decor is simple and consists of muted colors. It's devoid of life. Caleb, are you planning to live in Skyhaven?
Why do you ask?
Because I live not here. Does this mean we'll be separated again?
You don't want that to happen, right?
I'll be busy since I'm a hunter. I'm just giving you a heads up in case you'll miss me. Can they audition at the same time? Tell me about this audition. What does it entail? Is it like a question answer kind of thing? Is it behavior questions like an interview? Tell me about a time where you failed and how you handled it. Both of them have more ass than the MC. After navigating through the doorways, I stumble upon a bedroom with comfortable lighting. I stop before it.
Yeah. Without our wanderer-chasing hunter, we'd all be doomed.
Skill assessment. Well, that requires some categories. The Alien versus the Ice King, Battle of the Ages. Calling my man an alien?
You like this room?
Looks bland like every other room. It seems cozy. Does it have a fireplace? Do you have like a cozy little nook where you can curl up with a book and a cat that doesn't claw you when you sleep? His lips curl into that familiar teasing smile as he heads towards the kitchen.
Think about what you want to eat for dinner, and your personal chef will make it.
I need my personal chef to question his shirt, because I can't. Really? Grilled cheese. No, I want pho. Do you know how to make pho? Do you have time to make it? I catch up to Caleb and jump. I wrap my arms around his neck. Make all your specialties: braised pork, sweet and sour fish, pork chops.
Do you actually want to eat all that, or are you just naming all the menu items? You have quite the appetite.
Hey, whoa, hey. With my weight on him, Caleb pivots before putting me down. We all know Xavier can't cook. He's losing there. That is very true. But you know what? He gets some points for trying.
You don't need to help out. Just relax in the living room. Oh yeah, just so you know.
What?
That room you claimed is mine.
Oh. Well, aren't we sharing rooms? Skyhaven home. So can I pick him for the thing? Sorry. Sorry to interrupt.
I was waiting for you. Where have you been?
Why are you wearing that?
You said you liked this place, so I figured I should check it out. It's your secret hideout? Well, looks like there's one more person who will keep your secret.
There's 5 of you. That's whatever. Can we change this outfit? Wear anything else. What is this? No. What's this one that I can't afford? Wait, what is this one? Do your regular OG. Please, please, please. Get set. Not that shirt. Poke, 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 poke. You haven't asked me to study together in a while. Have you finished all your assignments already? What assignments? Poke.
When dealing with enemies, strike decisively. Hesitation only leads to more complications in the future.
Okay, poke.
You want to keep going? Sure. Up or down, it's all up to you.
Okay. Poke.
Accidents tend to happen when you're cruising into dangerous territory.
I thought he was going to say danger zone. Missed opportunity. Poke. Nida, what's up? You're back on, lad. Love and Deep Space, yes. Turn around for no reason whatsoever. I have no plans. Bother, 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 bother. Bother, bother, bother. Pastor, pastor, pastor. Bother, bother, bother. Bother, bother, bother. Get annoyed.
The tactical retreat has failed. Initiating Plan B. In other words, do as you please. I surrender.
Turn. Turn. He didn't turn. Damn.
You're pacing around a lot. Did you lose something?
No. Poke, 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 poke.
The events going on in the fleet are quite dull. Of course, some are even pointless. Take those banquets, for example. Everyone's just licking each other's boots.
That tends to be how they go. Poke, poke, poke.
If you still feel uneasy, you can put your ear against here.
Poke.
Nice attack. Did you guess where I'm most defenseless?
Yeah. Poke. Poke, 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 poke.
I'll be flying tomorrow, so I'm gonna catch up on some sleep.
Turn around. Don't, like, leave. Turn around. Damn
when
it.
you urgently call me, it usually means you've gotten yourself into trouble.
You have to do crotch and face. Oh. Okay. Crotch. Oh. Face.
I prefer to look at the sky when it's quiet.
Oh, are you turning around? That sounds like a turnaround thing. Face.
I prefer to look at the sky when it's quiet.
Face.
When you urgently call me, it usually means you've gotten yourself into trouble.
Face, 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 face.
I'll be flying tomorrow, so I'm gonna catch up on some sleep.
Woo. I don't know, you're looking kind of annoyed.
I prefer to look at the sky when it's quiet.
Is he broken?
You don't need to be curious about everything.
Yes, yes, I do. It is in my system to be curious about everything. Poke.
I'll be flying tomorrow, so I'm gonna catch up on some sleep.
Is this man broken?
I can handle the checkup for this area myself, thanks.
No, you can't. Yeah, right. Doubtful. Boop, boop. It takes a lot for him to turn. Apparently, jeez. The patience of a saint.
When you urgently call me, it usually means you've gotten yourself into trouble.
Do it.
I can handle the checkup for this area myself, thanks.
Doubtful again. Come on, boo boo. And I really grab it. Grab it.
You've gotten a lot bolder while I was away.
Okay, go. And poke. Well, that's a poke. Where's the hand? Yoink.
I can handle the checkup for this area myself, thanks.
Dude, be annoyed.
The new sneak attack training method certainly knows how to hit the mark. Accidents tend to happen when you're cruising into dangerous territory.
Good lord, does it take this much?
I can handle the checkup for this area myself, thanks.
Oh, has everybody seen the new event?
Accidents tend to happen
where they have mullets.
Dangerous territory.
The mullets kill me. I can't with the mullets.
You're pacing around a lot. Did you lose something? I can handle the checkup for this area myself.
I don't think he's turning.
Did you bring your video scrolling habits here?
My video scrolling habits? What that got to do with the junk? That was a new line.
Accidents tend to happen when you're cruising into dangerous territory. I can handle the checkup for this area myself, thanks.
Come on now. Used to be so keen on the contest. What happened? Been too busy? What? Contest? I got them all, although I have only done Raphael and Silas. Oh, you got all the memories? I didn't even get one. So hot. The mullets?
Accidents tend to happen when you're cruising into dangerous
Tell
territory.
him we must conduct a pre-flight safety inspection and need to check his landing gear. The landing gear. Yeah, let's see the strip. Right?
I can handle the checkup for this area myself, thanks.
Nope, gotta check your landing gear. Always needs a third party to look it over.
Accidents tend to happen when
He's
you're
not
cruising
turning.
into
I'm just gonna
dangerous
go
territory.
back. It's not happening. Oh, the mullets. They're so funny. Visitation. Kind of looking like her place. I'm just judging. Cause what is this just a part of the kitchen over here? Yeah, that's the fridge. Okay, so this is part of the kitchen. It seems like there's a lot of space between this and then like more counter space. Why is there such a huge gap here between this space and this space? Bring it together. I said I wasn't going to participate because of the mullets, but I somehow got all the cards. Don't know how that happened. But the mullets. And the weird thing on their face. What the hell is that? After dinner, Caleb insisted on clearing the table himself. He tells me to rest and he'll get my bedroom ready. I hesitate for a moment before deciding to ask him about the explosion incident. Just as I reach the terrace, thunder roars from outside. The sound alone makes me jump. Maybe it's because we're closer to the sky here. Seeing Caleb's busy figure, I calm down a little. Caught by his gentle gaze, the words stick in my throat. I can only say a random sentence. I want a soda. It's late. Caleb steps aside, creating a path for me to get to the fridge. The men going feral with crazy eyes spoke to me, especially Zane. Oh god, Zane with the mullet. I can't get past the mullet. And the weird bondage outfits. They're like half on. Some clips are unclipped. Like, what's the point of wearing it if you're not going to be completely in it? Do you want one? He doesn't decline, so I offer him a can of soda.
You're gonna move your hand when I try to take it. I'm not falling for that again.
Stop acting like a baby. I'm done with those childish antics, and then do it. Caleb reaches out, but I quickly move my wrist so the soda avoids his fingers. Haha, you. Before I can finish, the soda falls from my hand. Caleb effortlessly catches it.
Talk about immature.
Was that thunder? We toast. Our cans, it didn't sound like cans, clinking against each other. Another roar of thunder startles me, however. I choke. Silas has that wolf cut. I could take the awful. Quick weave track off my man. I've seen real mullets. And they are feral.
Still a scaredy cat?
Wolf cut, mullet. What's the difference? Caleb can't help but chuckle. He pats my back and as if booty. Recalling something, he looks out of the window into the night.
I thought you weren't afraid of it anymore.
Well, we are a lot closer. Which, that is... It's a good reason. What do you mean? Caleb sits down to soda can and brings up a tablet that controls many of the house's utilities. The curtains are shut, which protects the room from the storm outside. You can still hear the thunder.
Remember your astrophobia from when you were little?
The what?
Didn't you usually hide whenever thunder rolled in?
Honestly, it's more like tornadoes scare me than thunder. But now that I know what makes tornadoes, I'm not as scared of thunderstorms anymore. Still scary when it's really, really cold at the start of the day and then it warms up all of a sudden and then it's storming. It's like, oh, perfect tornado grounds. This is, I don't like it. This is bad. We don't have sirens here like they do in the Midwest. Should probably get them. Maybe it was because the thunder sounded too much like a wanderer's roar. I was still terrified of it months after the Chrono Rift catastrophe had ended.
At first, I thought you were playing hide and seek with me. But then I saw you were just frightened.
You always remember the minor details. But eventually I became immune to it.
And who should we thank for that?
Is it Grandma? The dead one? I look up with his eyebrows slightly raised. Caleb grins. And reflecting on those memories, I pretend to be clueless. We should thank my resilience.
You ungrateful pipsqueak.
Or are you mad? You're gonna punish me? Oh no. How terrible. Please don't. Caleb teases me and pinches my nose, chuckling at my reaction. He lets go. Of course I remember that whenever there was a storm, regardless of whether it was during the day or at night, he always stayed by my side. I didn't dare to fall asleep, but Caleb always covered my ears until I dozed off. That sounds not comfortable for anybody. What do you think about Caleb so far? Yeah. Kinda whatever. Didn't really get in there quite yet. I like him being in control and taking command, that's nice, but now he's just... too chill, too much like Zane now, taking care of the character. It's like, I'm bored. Be nasty, come on. Also the childish teasing because they were childhood friends. Meh. The teasing you get with Silas is great. Because he's just being sarcastic. This dude is just poking you. Why were you always the first person to find me? It didn't matter whether I hid in the closet or the attic.
You probably have a telepathic connection.
Oh no, you somehow know how her atoms vibrate or something weird. Guaranteed it's something like that. Punish us 3 ways, Caleb, sir. But don't call him sir, because how is he going to get punished? He's clingy? I haven't gotten to the clingy part yet. Xavier's also kind of clingy. And Yandere. Just getting jealous of a cat for getting too close.
Yeah, and? Doesn't matter if I'm lucky or not.
Sentimentally grazes... You're still at the fridge? My hand that's resting on the fridge subconsciously twitches. You're still at the fridge? I thought we left the fridge. Why do I feel awkward all of a sudden? Because you want to ride that ride, just jump on him. Just go on. I mean, isn't telepathy usually something twins have? Xavier is funny and clingy though. He is hilarious and kind of hopeless. He can't cook for himself. Like the ones who are involved in the incident? Thinking of those 2 that were affected by the explosion, my voice lowers. Over the next few days, there wasn't any progress in finding Kevy, and his sister Maya is still recovering. Caleb,
You still want to investigate?
Yeah. Caleb has read my mind. I hesitate for a moment before nodding. Kevy is still missing. And I need to know if Ever is related to the explosion. If Ever is involved, there's a good chance I'll get important info that's connected to the Aether Core. Kevy might have already been marked as their target.
The fleet will handle it. And even if you doubt them, can't you trust me?
Not with that shirt.
Since you're on vacation, why not just kick back and relax in Skyhaven?
What is there to do in Skyhaven besides getting blown off? Xavier's cute and has his own quirks, which make it okay. It's not his fault. He was a prince. He's not used to peopling correctly. Not bread. Still makes me laugh uncontrollably. But Caleb, his sister must be worried sick about him right now. She probably wants to be with Kevy again. You already forgot how to say that. Adjutant? Adjutant? Ugh. Assistant, because that's just better. I promise not to cause any trouble. Lies. If anything bad happens, I'll take full response. Lies. Ouch. Something hits my head, but it's not a light tap or a smack. Caleb has a serious expression.
What are you even saying? I always have your back. Don't even think about drawing a line in the sand. Take care of yourself. Do that, and you can investigate whatever you want.
Okay. She has connections everywhere. She got connections in the M109. Oh my goodness. M109 zone with Silas. She got connections in Skyhaven with this dude. Like, damn. She getting with all the leaders. Can you come home with me?
I remember you saying you'd be fine by yourself. But it seems like you still want someone with you.
Well, everybody else is busy. The other 4 dudes are busy. I'll worry about you if we're always separated.
Is that the only reason?
Yes. His gaze... He shifts his gaze down after suddenly using a softer voice. Nick. We're still at the fridge? The fridge door is slightly ajar and Caleb's hand rests on it. I'm seemingly trapped in this confined space. Oh no! So the fridge is open? Why are we still at the fridge? We got the soda. Clinked sodas. I don't even think we opened the sodas. Apparently we never closed the fridge door. What is happening? This poor fridge doesn't want to be here. A cool breeze brushes against my shoulders. The faint glow from the refrigerator, which is still open, casts shadows in the depths of his determined, steadfast gaze. Have you done the main story yet? No. I did the same thing with Silas where I got him without playing the main story. It's fine. It'll make sense later.
Is it just because I said I'd always be by your side?
Wait, is the fridge an important character later on in the story? He's gonna ask us if we're looking for a quick snack.
I'm just messing around. What's wrong? Cat got your tongue?
Can we close the fridge? Feeling the tension dissipates, I pretend to be annoyed as I push him away and change the topic. Shove, shove, shove. I'm clicking. I'm clicking. Am I supposed to? I'm clicking. Auto, because what do I do? Oh, I hold it? Move. It's so cold being in front of the fridge that we were apparently in front of this entire time and haven't left since we got the sodas. If I get sick, it'll be your fault. Amused, Caleb willingly backs off.
Alright, alright. I'll keep my distance. It'll be like there's an ocean between us. You stick to your side, and I'll stick to mine. Don't worry. You won't have to remind me twice.
Caleb has returned to my side. I should be relieved, happy even, but I tossed and turned in bed that night. Ooh, mountain. As I open my eyes, the bright morning light filters through the curtains. A warm glow is cast on the bedside. After staring at the dimly lit ceiling for what feels like an eternity, I wearily get a nope, that's a weird one. Nope, I'm not gonna get it. The house is silent. It seems Caleb just left. My breakfast still warm is sitting on the dining table. I noticed a note tucked underneath. Your highest priority is resting and enjoying your meal. Everything else comes second. Oh god, he got apples. I bet these are Red Deliciouses. He looks like he eats Red Delicious apples and none of the good ones. Honey Crisp. Very good apple. Fuji is a better apple than Red Delicious. I smile as I fold the note. When I sit down, I get a voice message. Is this why he's a fucking apple? Play it. Play?
Did
Play
you
it.
eat breakfast
Oh.
yet? I'll be sorting some things out with the fleet. I'll pick you up later.
Pick me up. Yeah, okay. I finished eating my breakfast while going over last night's plan in my head. Alright, it's time to visit that medical center. Zane's there. Willow Medical Center, Inpatient Department, 9th floor, room 903, Maya. Thanks to Kayla's support, I quickly find the place where Maya is recovering in. It's been said that Kevin and Maya are very close. She's the key to finding him.
I'm terribly sorry, Adjutant.
Adjutant? God, ugh.
The patient has just recovered from being in critical condition. Visits are prohibited unless her primary care physician authorizes it. This applies to fleet personnel as well.
Well, no it doesn't. Could I speak to the doctor then? The nurse looks me up and down. There's a hint of suspicion in her eyes.
Dr. Jones is busy with meetings with a visiting team of medical specialists. The earliest you can schedule an appointment with him is next week.
Sounds like you're full of shit. How about that? Want chocolate. Maya is in a precarious situation right now, but with the hospital's strict security measures, her safety is guaranteed at least. I find myself walking to the elevator, and my gaze falls to the directory sign. The administrative offices are on the 16th floor. If Dr. Jones is in a meeting, he might be on this floor. Oh, we're gonna overhear some stuff. Ding! The elevator doors open. While engaged in hushed conversations, several doctors step out. I guess I can only try my luck upstairs now. Just as I'm about to enter the elevator, a familiar voice cuts through my train of thought like a blade of frost. I was kidding. I was not serious when I said Zane's gonna be here. Because he's a doctor, why not? And then he's here. You fucking serious? Seriously? Zane? Why? The figure wearing a white lab coat turns around. When our gazes meet, he adjusts his glasses. Surprise flickers in his eyes. I'm a adjutant. Is this the confidential schedule you talked about 2 weeks ago? Don't worry, I'll experience memory loss once I'm back in Lycan. At the vending machine, Zane gets himself a latte. He gives me a bottle of pear juice. I don't like pears, but maybe the juice is good. My side baby daddy has arrived.
If I'm not mistaken, a few days ago you said the association ordered you to take leave.
I'm on leave?
I didn't think a medical center in Skyhaven was a vacation spot.
You'd be surprised what is a vacation spot nowadays with wanderers everywhere. Glasses? Oh, hell yeah. I was so shocked to see Zane and Kayla's story. That's why I did say Zane, but then I remembered, oh, this is somebody else's story. Like, they're not going to put another dude in here. Boom, Zane. It's like putting Xavier in Silas's story, even though I'm pretty sure they mentioned Xavier. They mentioned the person that just destroys protocores on a rooftop, which is definitely Xavier. But to see another guy and like their stories are crossing. Well, But he is close to the grandmother, so it would make sense. There's no way he would not know Caleb. He slightly tilts his head back to sip his coffee and frowns because it isn't sweet enough. It's a latte? Lattes aren't sweet? He scans the department signs on this floor.
You don't have to explain why you're here. It's obvious.
Is it obvious? Are we whispering? Are we whispering? Mephisto was in the same picture with Xavier. What picture? Because I would also keep eye on the motherfucker that is destroying protocores if I was Silas. And that's a big trade item in your N109 zone. Definitely keep an eye on that bitch. I sigh and give Zane a rundown of the incident. I figured I could talk to Maya and see if she knows anything about Kevy.
Mia is no longer in critical condition.
Mia.
She should be able to receive visitors.
I like Maya. But fine, Mia. Ugh. Do you know Mia?
Her primary care physician used to be my colleague. He mentioned her during his visit.
Is he supposed to?
Since Mia was exposed to a metaflux explosion, I checked her heart to ensure she's all right.
How is she now? Well, you really shouldn't be talking about patient stuff with other people, but tell me.
Her physical recovery is going well.
Not supposed to say.
But she was badly shaken by the accident. Mia still displays signs of avoiding the outside world.
There was an explosion. Well, she was inside when that happened. I wouldn't know how it would feel if my home blew up because somebody targeted it.
But you talking to her might help ease her nerves.
If it's possible, I'd like to try and get information out of her. Zane taps the folder containing medical records, then looks at me.
Give me a second. I'll ask.
Okay. Oh, a phone.
Dr. Jones, do you have a moment?
I've seen people putting Xavier, Silas, Caleb, and Zane. So Raphael might be with someone similar to him in status with the 6 love interests. Ooh, who would that be? Would they be the god of the sky or something? A few minutes pass, then Zane puts his phone away. Under my hopeful gaze, his expression softens as he nods.
Follow me. I'll check on Mia's condition first. And if she's all right, I'll ask her.
After receiving the visitation guidelines, I take a deep breath and follow him into the hospital room. Ugh, hospitals are so blah. She's not here. In the pristine white room, a young girl around 10 years old sits on the bed. Her face is covered in bandages.
Mia, the nurse said you drank some milk today.
The main guy from Ever. Mia turns her head without responding. With a blank stare, she looks out of the window. Zane crouches down by the bed. He gently touches Mia's elbow. Or maybe Astra is the main guy from Ever. I'll have to get into the story.
Since you listened to the doctor and the nurse, it doesn't hurt as much now?
The little girl slowly blinks, silently acknowledging Zane's words. How drugged up is she?
While waiting for the pain to go away, do you want a reward?
You want a popsicle? Oh my god, popsicles. Oh, I should get some popsicles.
I wanna go home.
Oh, it blew up, sweetie. It's not there anymore. Do not put me in a hospital room. Her soft voice, tinged with sorrow, resounds in the quiet ward. My heart feels a faint pang as if that voice reached out to me, urging me to move closer. However, I hesitate, unsure of how to start a conversation. Not the way I did. Do not tell her her home blew up. I think she's aware. Seeing that Mia, right, has noticed me, Zane speaks in an even gentler tone, which radiates reassurance.
She's my friend.
Maybe don't radiate.
A skilled hunter who saved many children like you.
Huh?
I'm a hunter. I hunt monsters. It's unclear which of Zane's words affect her, but she silently stirs. Hello, child. Zane calmly observes, stepping back only when he sees Mia doesn't flinch at my approach. Do you want to talk? Mia hesitates and nods, relieved. Zane and I exchange looks. Zane leaves the room. On his way out, he taps my hand, silently telling me not to stay for too long. Taking a seat beside the bed, I tenderly hold her hand. Mia, what you went through, I also experienced that. You must be really upset. Her small hand slightly twitches in response to my words. Do you miss your brother, Mia? Her empty eyes flicker with emotion. She's about to cry.
Is he dead?
Well, we haven't seen the body. Her eyes are filled to the brim with tears. Don't worry, he's probably just hiding. Well, don't flat out lie. Just say you don't know.
But I always find him. I can't this time.
Your brother wouldn't just leave you. He probably got into a bit of trouble. And is now hiding. Can you tell me what you saw before the explosion happened? Before your house blew up? I might be able to help. She stares at me, and just as she's about to speak, a knock interrupts us. It's been 2 seconds. A person wearing glasses and dark-colored uniform enters. He has the Far Space Fleet's insignia on his armband.
It seems the Colonel forgot to inform us. What brings you here, Adjutant?
Oh god, I hate that word. His scrutinizing gaze washes over me, and I look away. It seems today won't go according to plan. The Colonel has his reasons. Just do your job. I am busy with a patient. I'll stop by next time to avoid any trouble. As I'm about to leave, Mia suddenly calls out to me.
Miss?
She retrieves a burnt dog plushie from behind her pillow. She sounds nervous when she speaks.
Thank you for visiting me. Can I give you Lucia as a present?
You don't have to. Oh, take it. See if you can resonate with it or whatever. Sure. What a weird. Huh, Veiled Sanctuary. Is it though? Cool mist rises slowly from the lawn, leaving only a shadowy outline of the hospital wing's streamlined white architecture. Ugh. Is this floating? What the hell is this? Is this a UFO? What is happening? What is this here for? Why do we have clear balls just on grass? Why? And why is this floating? Who is making these decisions to design this place like this? I squeezed a dog plushie named Lucia. I'm genuinely puzzled about what Mia's intent is. Is this just a gift?
Have you made any progress?
Oh my god. Sorry, I was expecting Caleb. Zane sits next to me. He gives me a cup that's filled with a drink. I don't know what it is, though. A latte. Is this milk tea, a health drink, or a fruit slushy? What is this?
Warm water.
No, you should be able to tell by looking at it. Is there a lid on it? He calmly looks over before lowering his head. Then he gently squeezes the dog plushie's cheek. As usual, he delivers his dry humor with a straight face.
Furrowed brows, pursed lips, and a scrunched up face. All symptoms of severe dehydration.
There's no way my face is. I quickly relax my expression, but my brows furrow again upon seeing Lucia.
Mia clung to this plushie from the site of the explosion to the medical center.
Okay.
Now it's with you. What did she say?
She said thank you for visiting. I said I helped her find her brother.
Kevy?
Yeah, what a name. Zane pauses, his thoughts drifting for a moment before he shifts slightly. His tone becomes more solemn.
Something or someone must be behind his disappearance.
Yeah.
However, by getting involved, you'll have to confront people who are also searching for him.
Yeah, whatever. I know. While the Farspace fleet dealt with the culprit behind the explosion, the whole thing feels too similar to what happened to me. I'm not sure, but Ever must be involved somehow. Kevy must have something they're after, or there's a secret they're desperate to keep hidden.
The closer you are to the truth, the closer you are to danger.
Yeah, whatever.
If you truly thought this through.
Once they make their move, there will be a second time and then a third. I can't just stand there and watch the same tragedy repeat itself with these two.
Aside from Ever, there's another curious matter.
What? What's up?
I studied in Skyhaven and worked at Willow Medical Center for a while. As a result, I'm familiar with the general atmosphere of this place.
You are everywhere, dude. My god.
But I've noticed how different it is from what I remember.
What are you trying to say?
The fleet.
What about him?
Back then, the fleet wielded a considerable amount of influence beneath a modest facade. They spent most of their time carrying out exploration missions in the deep space tunnel.
Uh-huh.
A majority of the people who worked here for 7 to 8 years had never seen what their vessels looked like.
Oh, the clunky ones that were described as sleek? Those ones?
This sort of large-scale operation where their forces have been deployed on the ground is unprecedented.
It's strange. It's also something that wouldn't be noticeable unless you lived in Skyhaven for several years. Captain Jenna mentioned this before I left Lycombe. The fleet's response to the explosion is different from what they've done in the past. I'll keep a close eye on the situation, but for now, I need to find Kevy as soon as possible. He's been missing for a while now and could be in danger. Zane nods and looks up at the dark clouds in the sky.
Did you find any leads?
No. It's been a week since the explosion. The fleet must have searched through every nook and cranny of the explosion site and the surrounding area. If they can't find him, Kevy must have either been taken away by someone or hiding in an even more secluded place. What if he has an evil that lets him teleport? Do we know if these kids have evils? Or... no? While the latter seems unlikely, I look at Lucia's big white eyes. Did Mia give a clue?
Let me take a look.
What? I give Lucia to Zane. He scrutinizes it for a moment before tugging its charred tail. There's a burst of static before a voice crackles from the plushie.
Where are you hiding? I'm done playing.
Mia, you're so silly. I'm in our secret base.
Okay. Rebecca, what's up? Finally made it to the chat. Heck yeah. Oh, I just realized that this has not been going on for a while. Settings, overlay. Huh. In the secret
But we
base.
said not to hide in the secret base. You're cheating.
Oh my goodness, where's the secret base? How about you tell me, freaking children? Good grief. Noticing my surprised gaze, Zane places Lucia back into my lap and strokes its head.
I've seen similar toys with sick children.
I knew it was a smart move to turn to a doctor. Doing well, happy is Friday. How are you? Pretty good. Also happy it's Friday. Those glasses are giving me life. Why is this not? Huh. I don't know. It was working. First it wasn't working, then I got it working, and now it's just... now it's paused. I have no idea. What's your ranking so far? My ranking? It's Xavier, then Silas, then Raphael, then Caleb, then Zane. Because Zane is just blah. Blah. You're blah. Maybe Kevy hasn't been taken away. He might be hiding in the secret base? Whoa! Sorry, I'm back. Baby woke up. Oh no, the baby woke up. Oh, good. Is this secret base his hiding place? No way. I turn back to look at Zane and speak. Think.
Don't. I'm tired of hearing that.
Oh my god. I'll buy you dessert then. When we're back in Lycon, I'll buy you the latest item on somebody's dessert menu. I suddenly recall how Zane had taken several consecutive days off after returning from this place. It's something he rarely does. Oh, my baby made it to the... God damn it, you're still here, Night Owl. Made it to the third spot. I'm shook. It's because of his dark side, okay? Don't get too excited. For some reason, it keeps disconnecting me. It's supposed to connect. What is wrong with this thing? I have auto connect. It didn't auto-connect. What the hell? Who's your baby, Al? Don't. Oh, God. You already used up some of your vacation time. Will you be busy later? Oh, see? Now it's there. I don't understand. I can get the dessert to go and give it to you at the hospital instead. I'm always here if you're playing. Love Deepspace. Ah. You weren't supposed to hear that.
This is the first time I've heard of someone inviting another out for dinner by using a complaint.
This is supposed to be Caleb's story, right? Why are we flirting? Pouty fish man. That's exactly how. Yep. Yeah, it's Raphael. Oh god, more people don't like Raphael. I liked his dark version. Zane slowly leans back, studies me for a moment, then reaches up for the cup of warm water. His expression remains indiscernible.
I suppose what you need isn't water, but something that's more than lukewarm.
What do you mean? That's a good question. What? Noticing my confusion, Zane slightly tilts his head and responds with a smile that carries amusement.
We both have to deal with challenges, one after another.
Okay.
If we want to see each other, then there will be moments like this where we can sit together, no matter how hectic things get.
You're in someone else's story, dude, so calm down. He lifts Lucia's head, and the plushie stares at me with his dewy black eyes.
Once you help Mia, take some time to think about what you'd like to eat with me.
What is this? Sir, you have your own memories. You got your own story. Back off. This is supposed to be about Caleb. I don't even know why you're here, but you're doing too much. Shoot. He's a soft boy menace. Hell yeah. Xavier's so pretty and freaky. Following the explosion, the Farspace fleet uses wanderers as their reason for sealing off the area and excavating all evacuating. Excavating the residents. What does that mean? Evacuating all the residents within a 2-kilometer radius. Zane hijacking them. He's hijacking the story. Hijacking Caleb's story. He's a leg opener. Please do not speak about His Highness. Thank you. In such a ratchet way. Xavier's stroke game is canon. The only ones that don't act and should, like a robot, are Caleb, Silas, Stylus, and Raphael. Maybe the week-long search has led them to believe Kevy is no longer in the neighborhood. No fleet soldiers are stationed here tonight. Oh. The charred ground reveals several sets of footprints, all disorderly. Many have passed through this place. Kevy. As I enter a backyard, I see a scorched swing. Well, that swing has been there. And a slide has been reduced to the metal frame. Well, I don't see that. I pause before carefully tugging Lucia's tail. If Kevy's still around, he might hear this. After a few minutes, I noticed faint sobbing. Suddenly, a familiar energy fluctuation ripples through the air behind the shrubs. A tear in reality, around half a meter wide, materializes. Oh, the only ones that don't act to sound like a robot are Caleb, Silas, and Raphael. A timid little boy emerges. He's hesitating. Realizing I'm not his sister, he tries to run away. But I quickly call out to him. Wait, Maya sent me. Or Mia. Mia sent me. Sorry. The boy freezes, turns around, but his head is lowered. He's unwilling to meet my gaze.
You shouldn't come any closer. Don't look at my face.
You got something going on, kid. We should help with that.
Have I become a monster?
Not yet, but you're on your way, so let's get that taken care of, okay, buddy? Granulated crystals seem to be growing around his eye sockets, almost engulfing his whole face. No, it didn't look like that. A few months ago, I saw this sort of phenomenon in the N109 zone with those monsters, and in that one city. Chunsia City? Maintaining my composure, I touched the crystals on his face. Why are you touching the child? A sharp pain shoots through my palm, but the growth stops. Just as I thought. I've seen this before. You're not a monster. You're just ill and need to get treated soon. Your sister is recovering in the medical center, and after the surgery was over, there haven't been any problems. I take Kevy's hand and wipe away his tears. Right now, she's worried about you. Can you tell me what happened on the day of the explosion? How did you manage to stay hidden? The secret base you have with Mia. Comforted by my words, he stops sobbing. Slowly, he withdraws his hand and reveals something to me. In the center of his palm is a tiny crystal fragment. This is... The familiar energy reverberates in my heart, and I slowly exhale. Oh, it's a core fragment!
When the explosion happened, Mia and I were playing hide and seek.
Okay.
I was in our secret base while she was outside. She couldn't find me.
Is it because she didn't have the freaking crystal? Because you cheated?
I was hiding for a couple of minutes. Then I heard a loud bang and blacked out. I was protected by this thing that Mom and Dad left.
Oh, your dad's kind of dead. We'll worry about that later. Kevy looks down at his palm. The protocore fragment emits a gentle, soft glow. Your parents left this?
Yeah. They also said I need to take care of Mia.
Your parents just left you in the house alone?
And that I shouldn't be found and use this to hide whenever I'm in danger.
And then you use it to play hide and seek and abandon your sister? This is why you can't trust kids with things. So this fragment can create a space to secret base you and Maya talked about? Mia? Lowering his head, he nods.
After the explosion, I slept for a long time. And when I woke up, I wanted to find Mia, but there were people outside looking for me.
Who were they? The fleet? Probably.
I don't know, but they were dressed like Mom and Dad.
Probably the fleet, because his dad worked for the fleet.
Mom and Dad said that when they're not around, I shouldn't trust those people or go with them. I can't trust anyone.
You can trust me, apparently. This must mean Kevy's parents knew there were people in the fleet who wanted to harm them. I bet other groups are also involved. At this point, letting the fleet find Kevy might not be for the best. I touch the black crystals on Kevy's face. He slightly flinches from the pain. But even if we only consider his health, Kevy can't stay here anymore. Maybe having him leave Skyhaven temporarily is the only way to ensure his safety right now. In that case, the Hunters Association, which has been kept out of these events since from the beginning, will be a reliable safe haven. I know you're in danger and that you really want to see Mia right now, but you need to keep this fragment safe and hold on for one more day. I'll make the necessary arrangements and return to you as soon as I can. Kevy's quiet for a moment, then he pats Lucia's head and nods.
Can you tell Mia something for me?
I guess.
I'm okay. Tell her not to worry.
This kid's gonna turn into a wanderer. And then we're gonna fight him. We're gonna fight this kid. I don't think we're gonna kill the kid. We're definitely gonna fight the kid. After leaving the area that's under lockdown, I call Zane. What's up with your heartbeat, girl? Calm down. Why are you calling Zane? This is Caleb's story. We had too much Zane. Oh, don't crash on me. Did it freeze? Oh, nope, it's fine. Yes, we left the kid alone. But he's alone in a different fragment of space, so he's safe. But yes, we did leave him alone. Zane! Where are you? You're dressed up.
Don't rush. Speak slowly. Did you find Kevy?
Hang up. When his voice comes through the phone, it's almost as if a warm hand is soothing my troubled mind. Yes, he has a core fragment. He's been using his power to hide himself. I think we could use a little more Zane. This is supposed to be about Caleb. He's also infected with something that involves those black crystals, but his condition seems slightly better than what we saw at the hospital. At the Chancia Hospital. In Chancia Hospital, Zane and I arrived at the preliminary conclusion. The Aether Core's power doesn't cause transformation like this. Someone is responsible for creating this crystal-related disease. And assuming that's the case, they're deliberately turning people into monsters. After I revealed this conclusion, we never really discussed before. The other end of the line is silent for a few minutes. You frozen?
A few years ago, I witnessed something similar. That person was my friend.
I think that's written. I think that's a written story. I kind of recall. He wanted Zane to work with him, but Zane refused to work with him, and then shit went down. Caleb will have more time. That Yandere will be fine. He's fine. Recalling my conversation with Zane in the Arctic, a guess forms in my mind. Was it the one who died at Mount Eternal? It couldn't be because...
Yes.
I forgot. I did that one. What happened?
After that incident, we learned that under extremely special circumstances...
Like, stress?
When Wanderers strike, their attacks cause energy crystals to grow in the afflicted area. They corrode the human body and grow a sort of shell over it.
Corrode? Since Zane is hijacking the story, can Silas also do the same? That'd be great.
Once that happens, the victims can lose their sanity within seconds and uncontrollably lash out at anyone around them.
Well, it corroded the human body, right? I need the men to interact with each other. So do I. Some of the vague relationships between a few things become clearer. Zane's secret research, the small animals at Dr. Noah's home. Your research with Dr. Noah in the Arctic involves this, right?
It does. Based on your description, Kevy's transformation hasn't truly started. But it's hard to say if we should delay our attempts to treat it.
I have a feeling that if he stays in Skyhaven, something unpredictable and grave will happen.
I'll find a way to transfer him to Oxo Hospital and ask Dr. Noah to come back.
It would be nice. Have these men interact. I was just about to ask about that. When can you pick up Kevy?
The hospital can't reach his guardians, which could be a problem. I'll have everything arranged by tomorrow night at the latest.
Okay. Then I'll bring Kevy to you at that time.
There's one more thing. A necessary reminder, so to speak.
Caleb? What? He pauses before lowering his voice.
Since Kevy has an ether core fragment, it's possible Ever will keep looking for him. When caring for others, you must be mindful of your own safety.
Okay. And? Before coming here, I thought I had grown stronger. I thought I'd be capable enough to handle the challenges that awaited me. But I didn't expect them to become even more difficult. Fortunately, I never had to face them alone. There's always a man beside me.
Perhaps I'm also doing this for myself.
After the call ends, my beating heart finally begins to calm down. I look up at the moonlight hidden behind the dark clouds. The night is still with no wind or rain, and the stars shine brightly. I'm getting none of that in this picture. It's nothing but clouds. I suddenly wonder, is Zane also looking at the same night sky right now? What about Caleb? Why are you thinking about Zane? This is Caleb's story. Is Zane looking at the same sky? You are living in Caleb's house. The lieutenant's appearance at the medical center today means the fleet is keeping Maya under close surveillance. I need to avoid them if I want to bring Kevy there. Which means I need to keep this from Caleb somehow. Oh, now you want to think about Caleb. During my trip back to the station on the floating island, the previously peaceful sky suddenly becomes dark and gloomy. Thunder roars in the distance. That is a very good reason to think about Zane. It's Caleb's story. Now we know why Caleb turned yandere. It might start raining again. My phone has several unread texts from Caleb. Isn't that weird? Where are you? When will you be back? I'm at the supermarket. I didn't get to read them all. He was at the supermarket though. As I scroll through them, the fact that Caleb is truly back sinks in.
Everyone's on edge because of the explosion in the Cascade District.
Not the Cascade District, oh no.
The Deep Space Tunnel's been acting up again, and more wanderers are showing up in Skyhaven.
Oh no! Oh god, it's raining. Like heavy rain, good grief. I send over my location's coordinates and then starts this is not a drizzle, what is this? This is a drizzle? To you? What is rain? I joined the crowd under the overpass. The atmosphere grows heavy. Oh no. With an eerie chill, a figure clad in black, half their face concealed by a high collar, appears. Their greenish gray hair is loosely tied.
Excuse me.
I don't trust you. You're evil. You even sound like a snake. Here's too many S's. Punch him immediately, now. Jason! Jason! But they don't move. Something's off. So I move to the side. Can I help you? He's gonna stab you, girl.
Yeah, you can.
Don't ask. Oh, did he just blow up? All of a sudden, there's a small explosion nearby. The scorching heat throws me back a few meters.
It's a wonder!
So did he become a wanderer?
Run!
I steady myself, covering my nose and mouth with one hand and waving away the smoke with the other. The stranger is still there. Oh, no, he's still there. He pulls down his collar to reveal his face. We've already seen his face. With a forked tongue and wide-slit pupils, he grins mysteriously as if knowing this would happen.
Has anyone warned you that a unique hunter like yourself could get into some real trouble around these parts?
Why do you look like a snake? What is happening? He moves like a grayish-green serpent. His fingers change into blades as I swipe past my cheek. I barely manage to sidestep him. He attacks again, aiming for my throat this time. He's tough and quick. I instinctively lean back and narrowly avoid the silver blades. I pistol whip him, the gun landing a decisive blow on his head. In some chats, they want Viper to be the sixth. No. He has a forked tongue. No. Hearing the satisfying sound, I know I did a good job. I turn around. From the broken remains, wires and metal bits burst out along with a bunch of tiny bolts. Please no, I can't. I refuse. Why? Why this random dude? Because he has a face?
You're annoying. I can't hear anything now.
No. The man touches the broken part of his ear before tossing the short-circuiting implant into the drain. I know that's expensive.
If I take the ether core from you, I can trade it in for an ear with some nice bass. But...
What in the cyberpunk? The scattered electrical equipment is sucked into a metaflux surge as it spawns several strange-looking wanderers.
Oh, let them have some fun.
What is your deal, my dude? Is this some kind of transformation? My hand moves behind my waist amidst the dirt and rain. A bright red flash materializes. A wanderer that has lunged forward is sent flying back several meters. What attacked it was an apple. He out here throwing apples. Having found this mark, the apple continues on his gravity-defying trajectory. I turn my head. Trajectory. Cradling his phone between his ear and shoulder, Caleb grabs an apple from the paper bag he's holding. He throws it up and catches it in his right hand.
The supermarket wasn't having a sale on produce today, and my bullets aren't exactly cheap.
He's just throwing apples. What is he, Gambit? Supercharging things? Caleb! You're back in your story, finally. Approach. I raise my gun and swiftly position myself behind him. I keep an eye on the wanderers approaching us. No, beside him, not behind him.
I won't let you charge in alone.
Don't underestimate me. I could pull my weight in a battle just like you. snap. Heck yeah, pursue. This.
A small test. It's nothing we can't handle.
Chat might be a little bit
Requesting
weird.
full suppression gunfire.
Roger.
Let's see you dodge this. It's only got half its health left. You want to do a competition?
Of course. Watch me.
You can't break our connection.
I've locked on
Are
to
you
the target.
sure? Because they ain't
Copy
trying really hard to break that
Can't hold on for
connection.
much longer. Requesting full suppression gunfire.
Roger.
I think it's gonna blow up. Oh, it didn't. Something
Is
blew
it
up, I
charging up
think.
for an attack?
Oh, she got knocked down.
I'll show you.
You should think before charging in.
I know.
That thing
Focus
looks like a
fire.
Pokemon.
Caleb.
Coming.
I'm running low on medical supplies.
That's it. Fall back. You're all requesting full suppression gunfire.
Roger.
Now's our chance to strike.
Do it.
Time to show them.
Where's his anti-gravity stuff?
Target is within range. Commence encirclement.
Let's end this together. Bring it on.
It recovered. Let's change our route.
Is it frozen? Is it okay?
You can't break our connection.
I've locked onto the target.
It logged on to you too.
Time to change our strategy. Is it charging up for an attack? Requesting full suppression gunfire.
Roger.
Now's our already.
So they just fight like
I
each
think
other.
our teamwork could be better.
Combo moves are pretty cool. Perfect apple. Ugh. Ugh. Get out of here with that red delicious. Good grief. Blindfold? In what sense? Oh, okay, alright, yeah, sure. Just, yep, keep at it. Bang! The last wanderer is flattened by an unseen force and scatters debris in all directions. Caleb! Muddy water is everywhere, but Caleb seems unfazed as he brushes aside the damp strands of hair of my hair. My hair.
Are you hurt?
I'm good, but the person's getting away. The weird snake creepy guy. Caleb holds out his hand, his fingers slightly extended. A barrage of stone shards chase after the fleeing figure cloaked in the dark grayish green.
Eat some fruit. I'll be right back.
No, not the red delicious. God, anything but that. Have some pineapples. A paper bag lands in my hands. It's definitely soaked at this point. Before I can respond, Caleb vaults over the railing and disappears into the night. How did Caleb get here so quickly?
Perfect vessel, my ass. It doesn't even look as good as us unfinished products. Damn it.
What? Sharp shards pierce through half of Viper's face, and before he can even cry out in anger, a kick knocks the wind out of him. A powerful force slams him into the ground with... excuse me? Which instantly destroys the other half of his face.
I see it's shedding season again, Viper.
Oh, you know him.
Bastard! I'll kill you!
Uh-huh. Caleb increases the weight. Immediately, the crisp sound of something cracking reverberates. Those invisible restraints are like iron that even make Viper's knees creak.
Stop it!
No, keep going. A white prosthetic eye floats into Caleb's hand and is crushed in an instant.
Who gave you the right to approach her?
There's the yandere.
The professor said it's not time to go after her yet. I was just playing around with her.
What? Who? Caleb? Caleb? It feels as if a swamp is slowly squeezing the air out of his lungs. A swamp? Making it difficult to breathe. A swamp? That's what you went with? I once found the perfect shapes. A deep red delicious. The perfect shaped and deep red delicious that I tried hanging up in my room ceiling. Massive fail. Viper's voice is horrible. How could people want him as a love interest? It's probably how he looks. He doesn't look terrible. But, no.
There are less than 72 hours before the final cleanup. Just reminding you that.
You guys are working together? Because this is what it sounds like. It sounds like you got some back and forth here. Caleb, what's happening, sir?
If you can't retrieve the protocore fragments, you're done for.
Oh, cool. He is working with them. Got it. Alright.
Which hand did you touch her with? This one?
Honestly, this is what Xavier would do too. Can't be mad at it. He's unfazed by the threat. Click, Viper's left hand is twisted and he almost passes out from the pain.
You need to protect her. It's a bit much.
Like, this is a bit much, bud. Can you calm down with that?
Wouldn't you say your overprotectiveness borders obsession?
Did he teleport him with somewhere? Raindrops are suddenly suspended in the air. They're like countless silver needles that are ready to pierce him any moment. Ooh. He can't even laugh. Caleb crouches down, meeting Viper's gaze. He slightly smiles.
Lay a hand on her again, and I will kill you.
All the guys would do that for MC. I don't get that feeling from Zane. Black holes are a gravity evil bonus. Definitely. Unable to find Caleb, I have no choice but to retreat to the overpass. The soaked part of the paper bag I'm holding leaves a chaotic pattern on my hand. Huh? It almost resembles a winding labyrinth. That person knew I had an Aether Core. Is he an assassin sent by Ever? But he wasn't planning to kill me. It seemed like he was testing his prey.
Why are you standing here in the rain?
Well, you kind of ran off. Literally. An umbrella shields me as Caleb reappears. He frowns as he wipes away the water from my face. Caleb, are you okay? What's going on, buddy?
I'm fine, but I lost track of him.
Secrets everywhere. Yeah, let's rub him. Let's see. Huh? What? The chest. We're rubbing the chest. All the other guys on the bad list. Zane's just Zane. He's too good. Yeah, Zane wouldn't do the kill part. Silas would have ended him. No threats. Yeah. He would have taunted and then would have killed him. But this dude... Not quite Silas material. Silas handles his business. Having shoved Caleb's hand over and over again, my anxiety only dissipates. So when I confirm he's unharmed. It's okay. I got some of the parts he dropped. I'll take them back to data analysis. Hopefully there's something we can learn. Silas ended someone during his intro scene. Is that over the cassette tape? Or over the recording? I don't think they have cassette tapes here.
Let's go home.
Sounded like a cassette tape. He takes off his coat and drapes it over my head. With his arm around my shoulders, his warmth quickly envelops me.
Give me a heads
like
up
his
next time you
secrets.
go out. I can't help but worry about you when you're all alone.
Oh, yeah, sure. She wasn't alone. She was with the doctor. You know Dr. Zane? He's in your story. What is that 72.33 for? Is that the percentage of rain? Or the chance of rain? Upon returning home, Caleb ushers me into the bathroom. I'm wrapped in the hot water's warmth. After getting out of the shower, I put on soft loungewear, the rain's chill having faded away. In the living room, I scan the parts and upload the data to my watch. A steaming bowl of ginger soup appears on the coffee table. I need to know what's in ginger soup.
You didn't dry your hair again.
Beyond ginger. Freshened up, Caleb brings over a towel. He sits down on the couch and passes the spot next to him.
Come here.
A man that takes care of your hair. I comply and hold a bowl of soup while Caleb towel dries my hair. It's very soothing, and I can't help but narrow my eyes. It's been a while since I received your service like this. Well, he was pretending to be dead.
Oh, so you know it's a service. And that's why you always plop onto the bed to play with your phone while your hair's still wet.
It's because I know you'll help me.
Okay, Pipsqueak.
Through the towel, something taps my head. It's not too gentle or too rough. Though, don't you think you've gotten better at drying hair? It's an Adam and Eve thing with Caleb's story. Apple, and he talks about sins. I figured it was like a forbidden fruit thing. But it's still a red delicious, and I don't like that.
Have I? I moved out to live in the college dorms. Then I moved again for the DAA after graduating. Looking back, it's been forever since I was really home. That means it's also been a long time since I helped you dry your hair.
I bet Silas knows how to do that. Xavier, I don't know. I'm not too sure. He'll just put the towel on your head. He tilts my chin before using his fingers to comb through the disheveled strands. There's no rush. We have more than enough time together. Right? Right? Right?
Yep.
Really? You lying? With the promise made, a new thought crosses my mind. What about this Deep Space Aviation Administration? Do they know you joined the Far Space Fleet? What about your comrade in arms?
They don't know. And they won't.
Raphael likes to dry our hair too.
It wouldn't be smart to have too many people in on this. They aren't required to know everything about me anyway.
You'd think you would want to keep the hair wet. God, the sea, and everything. My phone screen suddenly lights up. I see a news alert about the explosion on Cascade District? You're just getting a news alert now? Ah, right. Kevy. He removes the towel from my head and walks to the bedroom.
I'll grab the hairdryer. Give me a sec.
No hairdryer. No! That's terrible. Air dry. Booty. There's a spicy story of him drying her hair in the secret time. Is that the audio ones? Because I don't listen to the audio ones. I just let it go so I can collect the gems. Aware of the warnings Kevy's parents gave and the fleet's close surveillance of the siblings, I realized things are in a more sinister light. Is it possible Caleb knows something about this? He knows something. Ah, it's the audio one. Are his parents important? The fleet has used a considerable amount of resources to deal with the explosion incident and their search for Kevy. Is it because Kevy's parents are important to them?
The perpetrator and victims are fleet personnel. That means the fleet must take full responsibility and provide answers to the public.
You're missing out. Some of them will leave you breathless. Some of them are like, what, 10 minutes long, and I'm just sitting there bored. I try to listen to some. I get so bored. To reassure me, Caleb gently pats my head. His voice softens.
Don't worry. They will find him.
Oh, yeah. I have faith that he will be found, Booty. As I watch Caleb walk away, bam, a sense of guilt creeps over me like an evening mist. Okay, but what hair? The main character's hair? She got a lot of hair. Hearts crossing. Bother. Bother. That wasn't reassuring, Caleb. No, it wasn't. Bother.
The Far Space Fleet? You don't need to know it like the back of your hand. It's nothing more than hyenas fighting over scraps.
Okay. Bother. When did my head become a drum for you to practice on? Bother. Man, what a phase. Bother. Bother. Be annoyed.
New friends. In Skyhaven, we don't make friends. We only get new subordinates.
Ooh la la. We're not friends. They're my subordinates.
You're pacing around a lot. Did you lose something?
I'm trying to get you to lose your patience.
If you want to make sure I'm here, there are more direct ways to check.
This is very, very direct. Smack. Smack.
Looking for a switch? It runs on a hub.
What? That was a terrible line.
When you urgently call me, it usually means you've gotten yourself.
It runs on auto. He sounds like he was so proud of that. Bother. I love the hearts. Sending love. Neck. How about I... Oh, nope. I'm moving around.
You know, they say sunflowers always face the sun. I guess it's because trying to find warmth is normal.
Uh-huh.
I'm not an exception to that rule.
Uh-huh. Anyway. Use 2 fingers, 1 for each cheek. Maybe open to his interaction. How y'all feel about the period tracker? Has anybody used it?
You're pacing around a lot. Did you lose something?
I'm pretty sure I was on the interaction page last time too. Maybe it's because I'm not done with the story. You just tell me when to pinch my cheeks next time, although I'm still gonna try and dodge. Wrong cheeks. Wrong cheeks, my friend.
Looking for a switch? It runs on auto.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think I gotta finish his thing. I wanted to see if it bounced like Silas's. That's all I want to do. You have to be aggressive. Define aggressive? It's like this? Like not
a few
wait.
hurdles can pop up every now and then after orders are given. Don't worry. I'll make sure all of them are dealt with accordingly.
This is as aggressive as I can
pacing around
get.
a lot. Did you lose something?
Raphael, Silas, and Zane. Now they keep on reminding them that it's coming. Well, mine came 2 days earlier than last, so joke's on them. Boop, 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 boop. Tap, 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 tap. Face, face, face tapping. Yeah, I probably have to finish. Or something. When I watch Kayla's full story, sometimes I think my hubby has similar traits like him. I had to use 2 fingers and lots of taps on the face and front. I'll get it eventually. Good lord. He is obsessed because he takes forever to break. Anyway, I'm curious to see. Let's see his mullet. I want to see his mullet. Oh god. As the door to the interrogation room closes, sounds from the outside world are silenced. Good evening, Mr. Councilman. Oh god. Wait, what's that number? 12? Not the hair. Oh no. The faded barcode. The soft clink of chains disturbs the quietness as Caleb lifts his head. His gaze meets mine. Councilman? This famous councilman of the Northern District maintains his composure wearing this. Maintains his composure wearing this. Even when he is restrained to a chair. When he sees me, a faint smile appears on his face. I guess you're settling in quite nicely. What is this half jacket thing? Oh my god.
It's an interesting experience. I'll give it that.
Now, why is that on your face? I take a seat at the table, open the file before me, and read the charges against him out loud. Can we get a list of charges? Never seen this before. The event. Allegedly, Councilman Caleb from the Northern District is suspected of bribing LCBI officials. He intends to interfere with the LCBI standard protocols. As such, an arrest warrant and investigation have been conducted. His body looks very hard. I want a bit of softness, so easier to pinch. All their bodies look hard. How will you respond to these charges without that thing on your face? Now, why is this crossed out? What is that supposed to be? Instead of answering my question, he crosses his legs and shifts into a more comfortable position. With unhurried composure, he looks at me.
Before I answer your question, Miss Enforcer, I have a personal conundrum that must be addressed.
Were you
I hope
voted?
you can help me clarify the situation.
Yeah, were you voted in with that hair? Do people vote for that hair? Because I could not vote for that hair. Is that the official councilman uniform? That is a very good question. Chain and all. You do serve the people.
As far as I'm aware, the LCBI needs to undergo a rather complex process to obtain an arrest warrant for a councilman.
Have you seen Raphael's? He's got abs and the softness. Does he? I do assume he has noodle arms.
I'm
Artist
curious.
noodle arms.
I wonder who would use such a method. All for the sake of detaining me, no less.
And that hair. It's gotta go. We gotta cut that. Even though it's presented as an inquiry, his gaze is fixated on me. He already knows the answer. I lower my voice and lean in towards his ear. If you knew it was me, then why did you willingly comply?
Did it ever occur to you that I complied because I knew it was you?
I don't understand a thing on his face. So, Caleb, how will you respond to these charges? Caleb doesn't say a word. Doesn't this have to be in court? Like, how do you plead? Is that not what this is? Caleb doesn't say a word and he meets my gaze again. Then he sighs as if he's finally conceding.
You accuse me of bribery.
Is that it?
Are you referring to the evening of the day before yesterday? A certain enforcer invited me to visit her home for a private discussion.
Ooh, really? Well, Mr. Caleb, you will be detained on suspicion of obstructing the LCBI. Once the formalities are complete, I can't hold myself back anymore. I reach for the wall and switch off the listening device. This is an interrogation room, not your living room. You could at least try to hide a relationship, Mr. Councilman. Oh, maybe you shouldn't be fucking around with the councilman, lady.
So, your goal was to actually lock me up?
She going around with the councilman? I don't mind the hair. Bogans in Australia be rocking out real awful mullets. I mind the hair. I'm not used to seeing this. At least you're safer here. The fact that Caleb is a triple S class predator is a secret only known to him and me. So, you knew? Recently, Caleb attended a banquet, and someone deliberately released a large amount of frenzy enhancer spray to cause chaos. Although the incident was quickly contained, reports accusing Caleb of being a predator flooded the internet. Whoever the mastermind is has been planning this for a while. They're trying to create a scandal and force you out of office. But it's true, though. Look at this outfit. This outfit is a scandal. This is enough. I don't know about that bod, though. Like, he might do well. The outfit, maybe, but with the bod he's rocking, he might be fine. Regardless of their plans, they can't touch you while you're under the LCBI's protection. For now, at least.
In other words, you'll keep me here until the public outcry dies down.
Do you have a problem with that?
Not really. I'll just treat this as a vacation that I don't often get. Besides, our lovely enforcer wouldn't have the heart to leave me all by myself, right?
I pretend I don't see the mischievous glint in his eyes and clear my throat. Given your unique position, it wouldn't be appropriate for you to remain within the LCBI's building indefinitely. I slide a document across the table for Caleb to see. I touch the control panel, and the restraints around Caleb's body instantly clattered to the ground. Shortly after your identity was exposed, there was a series of predator attacks across the northern districts. The traces of Frenzy Enhancer were found at those crime scenes, matched the Frenzy Enhancer spray from the banquets. Our investigation revealed that all those frenzy predators were spotted near an abandoned building in the southern district at some point. Oh my god, what? Considering how you lived in both the northern district and southern district, I made a request on your behalf. You'll be acting as a special consultant, not a civil consultant. You'll be assisting me with this investigation. However, you must remain within my line of sight at all times for this assignment, which he'll do, and he'll definitely probably dance or something. You can't leave without my approval either. Worried he might not cooperate, I quickly add to my statements. You already pleaded guilty you already pled guilty. You don't have an option to refuse. What's up with the faded barcode?
I could never say no to your requests anyway.
Good grief. And then you get a view from the back.
Aren't
See,
I
look at
already
that.
under enforcer surveillance?
Oh my god, you can see the hair. I don't like it. No. Good grief, the hair. But the stream is going on 3 hours, so I am going to cut it here. Oh, goodness. Thank you for watching, thank you for stopping by, and thank you for the likes. They have nice nipples. Oh, the thirst. Next stream will be Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Probably going to be more of Love Deepspace because I got to finish Caleb's story. Yeah, Rebecca, have a good night. Once again, Love Deepspace on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. With all that being said, have a good night, enjoy your weekend, and I will return on Tuesday.